Welcome back to Josiah Plays the Book of Unwritten Tales. Down here in the basement of the Gnome hole, and we're here with Grandpa Gnome. Let's talk to him.
Grandad?
Call me Colonel.
Just what exactly are we to do now, Colonel Grandad?
We've just discussed that. You get the equipment, I'll sort out the means of transport.
Equipment for what?
For what? For your journey to the town of the humans, of course. You need to pay more attention, my boy.
I'm supposed to... I thought someone else.
Who? I very much doubt you'll find anyone else here who's prepared to look death in the eye. This is your chance to be a tragic hero, my boy. A painful loss for the Alliance. Don't you want to be a hero?
Sure, I'd like to do something exciting, but I'm not sure I'm ready to try being...
Try? There is no try, only do. This is your chance. You'll be a hero, and I'll show everyone that this old gnome is still good for something. So, here's the plan.
Yoda.
You get yourself some good gear. I'll sort out the means of transport.
All right. I can have a look around, but no promises.
Gotta get some good gear. What is all that stuff I need?
About my equipment.
Yes? Have you got everything?
I don't know. What exactly should I take?
Let me think. You need a helmet. You can fight without legs, but you can't fight without a head.
Good point.
Legs.
And you need a map of the area. Reconnaissance is everything. We are living in the information age.
Ah, map.
So I need a map and a helmet.
I know where to get a map.
Got it.
And then, of course, you'll need a parachute. Better to be safe than sorry.
Just why I mean a parachute.
Just a precaution.
Oh, God. Alright. I need a helmet, a map, a parachute. Great. What do you think this ring's all about, then?
This ring, do you really think it could end the war?
I don't know if there's anything that can end this war.
The gremlin said it would change all our fates. Maybe it's a powerful magic ring.
We are simply soldiers, my boy. We fight when we are told to. Don't worry yourself about anything else.
Sounds sensible.
Archmage of the Humans? Who is that?
Do you know the Archmage? Have you ever met him?
I've never met him. After all, he's a great leader, and I'm just a simple, highly decorated gnome colonel. But I've heard lots about him. He's a powerful mage, of course. He's an advisor to the king, and he's our most powerful alchemist and chief of the Secret Service. He lives in a tower down by the sea in Seastone. Of course, being the important man he is, he's always away on business.
I hope he's there. I always wanted to meet a real mage.
If he's not there, you'll have to wait for him or go and look for him. You must only give the ring to the Archmage in person, you hear me? No one else. Give me your word of honor. If the ring really is important, then it shouldn't be our fault if it lands in the wrong hands.
Okay. I swear I'll give it to the Archmage personally.
Of course. Only to the Archmage. Just exactly how am I supposed to get into the humans' town?
I'm supposed to travel to a human town in your machine, right?
Absolutely, it's the quickest way.
And the safest?
Absolutely, it's the quickest way.
They didn't answer that safest bit. Okay, I guess I'll keep looking.
I'll go look for the rest of my gear.
You do that. I've got enough to do here. But remember, never look a Medusa in the eye, and never look at anyone on the underground.
Right.
Okay. Wow. Look at the covered part of the machine.
Grandad has this thing about secrecy. I think he's afraid of Shadow Army spies or something. Something my granddad is working on. No idea what it is. And I'm pretty certain I don't want to know either. I like my granddad, but his inventions are usually pretty dangerous.
I see.
My granddad. He served a long time in the war. He was in the Alliance Air Force. He and his homemade bomber Betsy caused fear and terror. Mostly amongst his own forces, Dad says. My granddad, he served, he and his mostly...
we got some machines.
A huge machine, I mean, even for Grandad. He's really taking advantage of Mum and Dad being away. Dad's vice. Bring...
Anything I want to use a vice on? I don't think so, necessarily, at this point. Okay, what else is in here? Silver rope.
A thin, silvery elven rope. It's very light and almost unbreakable.
That sounds useful. Snatching it.
A thin, silvery elven rope. It's very light and almost unbreakable.
What else is over here? Go back up, okay. Look at the locker.
The locker won't open. It was badly damaged 2 years ago in the devastating spring cleaning explosion.
Oh, gnomes. Always good for some laughs.
Those are jelly glowfish lamps. As long as you feed them every couple of weeks, they're good for years of light.
Jelly glowfish. Awesome.
They used to hang all over the hall. Now these two are all we have left.
Submarine.
That's one of Grandad's great inventions. A ship which travels underwater. It can already sink. An old extension arm. Very handy if you're too small to reach an object.
Oh, now that sounds...
kind of a widespread problem amongst us gnomes.
Yeah, I would imagine. Let's get it.
An extension arm with a mechanical hand. These fingers are a little worn, but they can still grab things that don't weigh too much.
Really?
Parts of some machine or something. If it's useless, it's Dad's. If it's broken, it's Grandad's. And if it's dangerous, it's from my sister Meggie. That's Dad's spare toolbox. Well, he took his everyday tools, his travel tools, and his finest tools with him. Let's see. What have we here? Wrench, pliers, auger grease, a minotaur foot, a curse meter. I'll just take the entire box.
Well, sure. You never have too much ogre grease or too many minotaur feet. Those come in handy all the time.
Let's see. What have we here? Wrench, pliers, auger grease, a minotaur foot, a curse meter.
A curse meter, huh? Dismantle the mechanical flying fish using the tool. Why would I want to do that? Alright, well, I think I'll head back up for now.
Okay, whatever. It's a horse.
Anything I can do with that chair? Or anything I want to take? Well, we got a flower pot, my room, the chair. What is it that I'm trying to achieve? I'm trying to get a map, a parachute, which I'm assuming I'm going to use this tarpaulin to make a parachute somehow. Here we go.
I'll thread the rope through the eyes around the edge of the tarpaulin. Done.
There you go. Parachute basically made, right?
A light, rip-proof tarpaulin. There are eyes along the sides, which I have threaded the elven rope through.
So that should work.
Let's see. If I pull the rope through the eyes on the rucksack... Yes, that should work.
And now I've hooked it up to a backpack.
Parachute.
Now it's officially a parachute.
At least I know what the parachute's for. The map and the helmet make a little more sense. I should think about getting them next. My homemade parachute. I really, really hope I'll never need it.
Yeah, considering I just whipped that thing up from some questionable ingredients, I wouldn't really want to have to rely on that parachute. Okay, let's,
A beautiful big white horse. What is your problem? A chair is a chair is a chair.
Awesome. Let's go back out. I think I know where we can get the map. So let's go back into the Dwarf Bastion here.
Master Brewer, sir. Hello, Master Brewer, sir. Where are you?
Oh, he's over here asleep.
Master Brewer, sir. Master Brewer.
What? What?
We have to tell the other dwarves there was this gremlin in a cage and he gave me this ring and...
What kind of ring, then?
This ring. It's a very important ring. The gremlin said all our fates...
Wilbur, I really don't have time for this kid stuff. I've got more important things to do.
Like drink beer.
But the ring has to be delivered to the Archmage down in the human town. The gremlin said it could end the war.
Listen, laddie, that's a ring. What's it supposed to be able to do?
It's... I have to. The gremlin wasn't lying.
Just think about it. When has anybody ever given an important ring to a little being like a gnome? That sort of thing just doesn't happen.
But
Nice.
That's enough. Now, go home. It's getting late.
Who would ever give an important ring to a little being like a
I
gnome?
guess I can't expect any help from a Master Brewer.
Nice. Okay. Can't expect any help from the Master Brewer. Let's look at
It
him.
looks like all that beer testing has tired him out. That happens a lot. He's not that young anymore, and even though he'd never admitted, I think he's losing his famed endurance.
Uh-oh.
Master Brewer, sir. I talked to my granddad. He thinks the ring is important too. He wants to help me get to the human town.
Yeah? Well, of course he wants to do that. Listen to me, laddie. Nothing against your grandpa, but don't you think he's a few Jills short of a pint?
My granddad is a great soldier and inventor.
Of course he is. Of course he is. But, how should I put it? He's maybe had one crash landing too many. His flying machines were mostly a bit, temperamental. And let's face it, he wasn't actually the greatest of pilots. Honestly, son, if your grandpa reckons there's something in that story, then for me, that's just one more reason to keep out of it.
Granddad and I will show everyone.
Yeah, we will. Look at the beer going through the pipes up there. Would you happen to have a helmet for me?
As a warrior, you're bound to have a lot of weapons, armor, and helmets and such, right?
What, me? No, why should I? I'm a master brewer, not a warrior.
But you belong to the dwarf army.
Well, aye, but the master brewer doesn't get involved with weapons and all. Even when I was on the battlefield, my job was just sitting on the ox cart and looking after the beer barrels.
Did any of the other dwarves maybe forget a helmet in the bastion?
A forgotten helmet? Never, lad. Them things are precious family heirlooms for us dwarves. You just don't go forgetting stuff like that.
Too bad. I guess I'll have to look elsewhere then.
I'll ask him about the map here in a second, but that's all the time I have for this video. Thank you for watching Josiah Plays the Book of Unwritten Tales. I'll see you next time.